Hello, woke youngin. now, now I made this YouTube channel basically just to talk about spiritual stuff, eh? Now, as you know, it's 2020. It's wake up year. So many people are being woken up these days, eh? So many people are waking up. So many youngins like me are waking up. They're waking up to the fact that we are not here just to be here. We are here for a reason. We are waking up to the fact that we are here to express. We are here to actually tap into what we are. The videos that I'll be posting on this channel are going to be related to spiritual stuff. Now, I'm 16 and I live a very, just your average 16-year-old kid life. But the difference is that I woke up. It's 2020, I woke up. Instead of being concerned about, normal 16-year-old kid things, I'm more focused on what's inside me, bro. The energy that I carry within myself. That is what I'm focused on. Nothing else. Right, now I'm going for my early morning nature walk, and I'll be explaining my story when I get to my spot. So yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll just explain it here. Now, how did I start the spiritual journey? How did I start it? My spiritual journey started around about September, October the 21st is when I had my spiritual awakening. October the 21st is when I first ever actually started to feel the energy within me. Now, if you haven't noticed, now, as a woke youngin, you play a big part in the future, bruv. You play a big part in the future. A lot of people like me, my age, and even younger, are waking up. They're waking up to the fact that we are the future of this. We are the future of basically everything to do with spiritual stuff. That is why we wake up now. These are the final days of the old earth. December the 21st, a new earth is going to appear. And when it does, when this new planet appears, that is when us woke youngins are going to have to step in. If you're a woke youngin, I hope you know you're chosen, bro. It's not an accident that we all woke up in 2020. It's not an accident, bruv. We all woke up for a reason. Right, now if you look at it, 2020, what are the two dominant numbers found in 2020? 2. Two is the dominant number seen in 2020. And what year is it? 2020. 2, if you get into master numbers, is an important number. It's a master number that's all to do with building and manifesting and having positive thoughts. This year there will be a split between the people that have actually been paying attention to spiritual stuff and the people that haven't. You have to realize, as a work youngin, it's hard because you gotta go to school. The place now, if you didn't know this, school. Now, just know I watch a lot of spiritual YouTubers, and I'm just here to speak on behalf of the woke youngins, bro. But school, if you're a woke youngin and you're going to school, don't drop out. Don't drop out until you are certain that you have found what you have come here to do. You see, like me, I found what I want to do. But I do not have the resources on my own to complete the action that I want to do. The only place I can find the resources that I need to complete my transaction is to keep going to school. Now, honestly, I don't like school. When you wake up, if you hate school and then you wake up, you will hate it even more because you figure out that this is all just a massive blur. A giant unconscious system basically created to keep you at a low state of yourself. Now, I might as well say my story. Now, my story on why I wanted to become woke, why I wanted to become spiritual. Well, I was having problems, specifically with girls. I thought I was ugly, bro. I thought no one wanted me. And then I started contemplating my own life, thinking it was better if I just ended it, because no one wanted me. I'm being honest, meditation was the last straw. It was the last straw. If this hadn't worked, who knows where I'd be. If meditation hadn't have worked, if I hadn't have gone into nature and started sun gazing, what would have happened to me? I wouldn't be here right now. You see, as soon as I started meditating, all of my doubts went away. All of my problems went away. Everything like that just went away. I was so peaceful, so calm, I didn't care about what anyone else thought about me. I was just like, all good. If they hate it, they hate it. If they love it, they love it. Because the only thing that matters is that, do I love it? Do I hate it? And when I meditated, I got the answers. I do love it. I do love being alive. I do love going for walks in nature. I do love expressing myself. I do love meditating. And I do love doing all of that. Now, share. If you're a youngin, preferably 16 or younger, and you're going through some depression, bro, meditate. Because meditating saved me. If it saved me, it can save you. Meditate. Now here's the thing. Now here's a tip for when you meditate. When you meditate, don't say anything. Don't say anything in your mind. Don't do anything. Just focus on your breath. Because 2 weeks into meditation, I was a completely different person. Literally, I started naturally attracting things that I never thought were possible. Of course, this wasn't in the form of school or anything like that. I was attracting love for myself. I was attracting prosperity and peace, never before seen in my eyes. I've never seen such a quick shift in such a short time. So yeah, meditate, bruv. As soon as I got into meditating, As soon as I got into meditating, I kept doing it. I kept researching about it. I kept saying like, man, people have to be going through the same thing I am. Something has to be happening. Like, I can't be the only one who's experienced this. I looked up some videos of spiritual stuff. Apparently I was going through a spiritual awakening, or I had my experience with or I had a spiritual experience. A spiritual experience I had. I had a spiritual experience. As soon as I figured out all of that just happened, I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, I hated myself. I did. I hated myself every single day. Every single day I hated myself. Because I wasn't the man that I depicted myself to be. I depicted and thought myself as a handsome, attractive man. But every time I looked in the mirror, that vision just blurred and became deformed in a way that I couldn't even explain. I was lost. Now, if you meditate, you get an answer to a question that you've been asking yourself for a long time. For a long time, I have been asking myself. Am I good enough? Do I love myself enough? I had a voice in my head telling me, saying, no, you're not. No one's going to love you. No one's going to love you. That voice kept replaying over and over. And then I did some more research and found out it was my ego. My ego telling me that. You see, you have to figure out that there are two voices inside of your head. Your ego and your higher self. Your ego is that voice that just wants to put you down, that wants to keep you locked down in this reality. That is your ego. Your higher self does the complete opposite. That's the one you should be worshipping, or not worshipping. That's the one you should be trying to aspire to be like. Your higher self. Because, I mean, let's get honest. Let's be honest about it. Would you want to spend the rest of your days hating yourself forever, or the rest of your days loving yourself for who you are? But yeah, would you want to spend your days loving yourself for the rest of your life? Loving what you're doing, loving every aspect of yourself? Or would you want to spend the rest of your days hating yourself, resenting yourself, and only relying on the love of other people to satisfy your own inner good? Honestly, from my personal perspective, I've been chasing things around my whole life. I've been chasing goal after goal. Girl after girl for the rest of my life. I've been chasing girl after girl to no avail. I'm a virgin, yo. I was a simp. A simp virgin. There is nothing, like literally, there is nothing quite like it, bruv. A simp virgin is, now this is my own word, but a simp virgin is a simp that's just constantly going after girls, but like to the extreme level because they're virgin. Now I'm still virgin, but I started realizing that what was within me was actually energy, potent energy that only I had within myself. And if I had neglected it and constantly neglected it, I would continue chasing after the same girls, doing the same thing. But then I realized, wait a minute, let me do some more research. And I figured out I had to get on something called semen retention. Now, if you don't know, semen retention If you're a simp, it immediately eradicates that, bro. Semen retention is basically when you just don't ejaculate purposefully, unless it's with someone that deserves it. A high vibrational woman, the twin flame, a woman that deserves it. Okay? Look at that. Okay? You have to believe in yourself. Don't believe in other people. Don't believe in anything else but yourself. If you're a youngin' right now, I'm going to repeat the same thing that I did to you before. You are going to be playing a big part in the new earth. In the new earth, you will be playing a huge part, because it's up to us woke youngins, to continue on the hard work of the people that are constantly being spiritual and advocating spiritual things today. It is our job to uphold and carry on that, because if not them, then who? If not us, then who? If not us, then who will? The bots? The sleepers? The unconscious ones? They ain't gonna do. Well, let's be honest. They ain't going to carry on anything spiritual, because they spent most of their lives in sleep mode, rest mode. Now I gotta admit, I was a bot. I was a virgin simp bot. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. If you're a youngin', or even if you're above 20, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. Honestly, I'd rather be a virgin than spend my energy on a woman that doesn't deserve it. That's why I'm still virgin to this day. I'm a virgin to this day because I want to save up this energy, this creative energy, to create myself, create the new version of myself. Because if I showed you pictures of myself before this, you would not want to see it. You would be horrified, bro. Straight up, I would literally. Now, I'm just coming on here to vent more. I was a huge what are they called again? I don't know how to say this, but I was addicted to a lot of pornography. Literally, that's what I was. I was addicted to that, but I worked on myself. I achieved a goal that I didn't think was possible. I worked on myself every single day. And look at the fruits that I have been witness to. Look at the fruits that I have currently been growing for myself, so that I may consume them, and become more revitalized and more better. I honestly, I don't do any of that anymore. I mean, seriously, look at where I am, bruv. Look at where I am. While other 16-year-old kids are jamming Fortnite, playing Black Ops Cold War, all those other types of things, where am I? Out in nature, staring at the sun, advocating my own spirituality, because I know that in the future I am to play a big part. Why? Because I'm a woke youngin'. As a woke youngin', you play a huge part in the future. After 2020, it is our jobs, us woke youngins, it is our jobs to continue the line of work that current spiritual people are doing today. Now, I've also got into... Now, here's another thing. When I was getting into meditation, I thought I was going crazy because I saw some synchronicities, numbers here and there. I saw 222, 333, 444, 111, 1111. I saw all these numbers popping up and I thought I was crazy. I thought, what the hell is going on? That's what I thought was... Yeah. I thought I was crazy. And then when I researched it, I realized other people are going through this too. I realized other people are going through spiritual awakenings like me as well. I thought I was the only person in the world going through this until I actually dived deep into spirituality and figured out that it's not just me. There are thousands of us all over the world, millions of us all over the world, waking up to the truth. What is the truth? The truth is we are strong. We are spiritual beings. Right? Now I looked up my life path. My numerology, I did a numerology reading. I'm a life path 33. So it's not coincidence that I woke up in 2020. For you that know what life path 33 means, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. A life path 33 person is someone that's on their last life. This is my last life on earth. When I die, when I die, I won't be coming back to this place. I won't be coming back to this place. When I die, I'm leaving and I'm going somewhere else. As a life 33 person, or a life path 33, or whatever, I'm a life path 33. It is our jobs to advocate and talk about the real. We have to be the spiritual guides of our people. And that's why I'm going to be posting videos like this, because I want to guide people to the truth. I don't want people to be stuck here. I don't want people to be stuck here. I'm an advocate for spiritual well-being. I don't want people to be stuck here when they die. I don't want people to be depressed like how I was. That's why I'm making these vids. I don't want people to go down a dark hole that they think they cannot get out of, because they can. I was in the darkest hole you could I was in the darkest hole you could possibly imagine. I was in the darkest hole you could possibly imagine. I was contemplating my own life. A simp, thought no one wanted me. All that type of stuff. That's how I was. Wasn't sporty at all. Had no talent. Well, that was me. Had no talent. I had no talent. I had no talent. I had no talent at all. I thought I was talentless. I was meaningless. I was nothing. But soon as I ventured within myself and did some self-work, I realized that I am more than what anyone else can say about me. I got an exam coming up soon. But honestly, I don't want to take it, because an exam, I know that I mean more than just marks on a piece of paper. I know that I mean more than marks on a piece of paper. I know that I am way more than what anyone else can say about me, because no one else knows me better than me. No one else knows me better than me. Once you actually focus on yourself, you will realize that everything everyone has ever told you was just their own version, their own influence on an idea that technically doesn't even matter to you. Like, for instance, have you ever had those moments when you're just walking and like you might be failing in class, and someone comes and gives you advice? Someone comes and gives you advice, but this advice is their own version, their own take on a test, bruv. It's their own version of a test. Their version, not yours. Their version of their own test. Now, all good. You might fail. All good. It's your own version. It's you, mate. It's you. You are going to be the one that wakes up at the end of the day. You are going to be the one that's spiritually free. You're going to be the one that's peaceful, that's doing good in their life, that's getting into nature, and that's constantly working on themselves every single day so that they can manifest what they want in this world. You are the one that's going to be doing that, not them. Okay, don't focus on them. Focus on you. See? Look at this. Look, I'm manifesting my dream life. There is nothing stopping me other than me and my own personal problems. Look, there is nothing stopping you, bruv, but you. You have to be the one that makes hard decisions for the good of yourself and for the good of other people. If you're a Life Path 33 like me, you're on your last life. A lot of Life Path 33 people woke up in 2020 because it's our last life. It's our last time here. We have to wake up to the truth before we die. Bruv, I woke up to the truth, luckily in time. Because if I hadn't have woken up in this lifetime, if I didn't wake up in this lifetime, then I'm not waking up at all. This is my last life here. I'm on my last life on earth. This is my last life. I'm a Life Path 33. This is my last life on earth. One of the last master numbers, 33. This is my last life on this planet. I'm going to work on myself so that this is the best life that I've ever lived on this planet. Because, yeah, this is the best life. This will be the best life I ever live on this planet. I will be, yeah. It's not a coincidence that I woke up at 2020. Specifically October the 21st, 2020. Luckily I woke up. Luckily I did. Luckily I woke up to smell the flowers before I actually hit the thorns. Luckily I stepped back and looked at every single thing that was happening. School is a gigantic illusion, bro. You think just because you got excellences. I mean, I can't talk, I got excellences in school, but you can't think just because you got excellences you're gonna make it in life. What? You think just because you get excellences in school, in a test, in an exam, that you're gonna make it in life? But you barely love yourself? No. That's not gonna work out. Love yourself first. Because the ultimate excellence, the ultimate mark you can get for a test, the ultimate A, excellence, whatever you want to call it. In New Zealand we call it excellence. Over in Oz or in America you call it A, I think. A plus, something like that. The ultimate A plus that you can get. The ultimate A plus that you can get in a test. The ultimate mark you can get is the completion of your own life. To know the truth before it is spoken. That is the ultimate goal. You see, my star sign is, I'm an Aries, my sun sign's an Aries, my moon sign is a Taurus. Now honestly, I wouldn't have gotten into this moon sign stuff. I know that I'm an Aries, but I wouldn't have gotten into all of this astrology, all of this numerology, all of this You know, all of this, if it wasn't for meditation, start with meditation, bro. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. Start with meditation. Or if that's not possible, if you have a lot of distractions around you, my take on to that, do something that makes you happy. Do something that reminds you of how happy you were before you were not happy, basically. Do things that are going to remind you of how happy you are. Do things that are going to actually make you better. Do things that are actually going to make you rise to your highest level of consciousness, to your highest level of vibration. See, right now I'm in nature. The sun's shining. My camera's pretty shitty, so you might not be able to see. But there's basically like a beach right here, but the sun. My camera's dumb. But yeah, I'm sitting here staring out into the ocean, into the waves, feeling the wind in nature. Now I come here on behalf of all of the woke youngins, all of the woke people that are under 18. If you're woke and you're under 18, you're chosen. You have been chosen from the universe, and you have been chosen by the universe. You've been chosen by the universe to uphold a task, to take a task. See, this is my last life. My life goal as a 33 is to be a guide for all of those, is to try and be a guide for all of those that are spiritual. You see, I want to manifest an abundant life. That's what I want to manifest. That's what I wish for, is an abundant life. I won't tell him on this, but I also wish for my twin flame. You know, I can tell based off feeling, based off meditation, based off meeting and actually hearing voices. I can tell that I have met my twin flame before. How come I haven't met her, but I'm in love with her? How come I haven't seen her, but I already know she's beautiful? How come I haven't heard of her, but she already has a voice of an angel? How come I haven't interacted with her in this life, but I already know that she's beautiful? And all different. Yeah. See, if I would have stayed in that sexual mindset, continuously, pornography and all that, continuously doing all of that, I would have never have found out that I had a twin flame out there somewhere. That I had a woman out there that would love me for me, other than my mum. But yeah, woke youngins, stay woke. Woke people, stay woke. Woke nation, stay woke. Let's stay woke, guys. Because trust me, now is not the time to fall asleep. Now is not the time to fall asleep. Now is the time to wake up. Now is the time to actually smell the flowers, to smell the fruits of your own ascension. Because soon, it'll be too late. But yeah, my camera's dying, so chill.